Marketing iPhone apps when your competition screws up. Someone asked this question on Twitter, a competitor in the iPhone market that had screwed up. So this is a very specific example. This is not a broad video on how to market your iPhone apps. It's a very, very specific example based around this question. His question was, do I just tell them or not? Because he had, purchased it, downloaded it, tested it, and found a bug in the app. And he's like, well, what do I do here? Do I tell them? Do I not tell them? What do I do? And I just want to point out here that you can play to win in business and still be a nice guy or a nice girl. You don't have to be, I think often people see business as very competitive and you've got to smash everyone. You don't have to play the game that way if you don't want to. You have to want to win and you have to do the right things to win, but you don't have to be nasty to win. How can you use this in marketing your iPhone apps? Number one, you can blog about it, and I'm going to talk in a minute about how you do this, and it's not about throwing them under the bus. Number two, you can make sure that you're not the pot calling the kettle black, and if you don't know what that means, hang around. And number three, how can you prevent this, and how else can you use this? Blog about it. So how do you do this? The obvious way that people can think of to blog about this is just simply say, hey, look, this app from my competitor is crap because it's got this bug in it. Don't buy it, buy mine. Really, you don't actually look very good doing that. Don't slam or name the other person. If you're in a market where there's only a couple of you, be careful how you use this strategy. Because as soon as you blog and say, hey, I downloaded a competitor's app and tested it out and I found a bug in it, it's going to be obvious who that is. But in fact, you don't even have to mention that you found a bug. What you do is you explain why you do it. And you say, hey, the reason that I download my competitors' iPhone apps is because I want to see what they're doing. I want to see what's happening in the marketplace. I want to make sure that my app is always serving you, my customer, the best it can. It's about raising all boats. So it's about making sure that you're playing at the right level and you're actually keeping ahead of the competition. Now, if you can tell them that you've contacted the competitor and told them about the bug, then you can do that. And you can say, hey, I've actually emailed, I found a problem in the application and I've emailed them and told them about it. And the reason I've done this is because by raising all boats, I know that you, the consumer, wins, and I also win because I'm making sure I'm staying ahead of the tide. And as I already said, it's about staying in the lead, and it also enables you to better serve them because you're looking at what the competitors are doing and you're going, wow, look at this feature, this is really great, I could add it to my app. You're showing them that you're actually really committed to helping them as your customer. Number two, pot kettle. So this is all about, do you have any bugs like this yourself? Because often it's easy for people to look at someone else and go, hey, look at what that person is doing wrong, and not actually look at whether they're doing it wrong. It's most important what you're doing. So make sure you're not looking at what someone else is doing and ignoring the bugs that are in your app. Obviously, having bugs in your app is not good for your marketing because you'll have reviewers, you'll have people blogging about your app, and if they find a bug, they might blog about it. This is about having better word of mouth referrals for your business. And finally, what else can you learn from this? How else can you prevent this from happening? So you might look at, right, well, do I have error reporting in my app? Do I have, is it obvious for my customers where they report bugs? Do I give them lots of easy ways for them to report bugs, whether it's on your blog or they're on an email list, and you constantly say, hey, I'd like a review on the latest version, or in the application itself. So make sure that you're getting feedback from your customers. And what else can you learn from it? Like, is there a design flaw perhaps in the way they've set this up so that it's difficult for them to test? And can you set up your app so that it's easier for you to test and it's less likely for these sort of bugs to occur? And finally, is there any other advantage for you? For instance, there might be a site that tests iPhone app reliability, and you might go, wow, I've just gone through and tested mine, I know mine is really reliable, I know it's really reliable compared to my competitors, therefore I'll submit it to the review site and get it reviewed right now because I know they can't compete and the review site's going to give me a really good review. What's next? Use this in marketing your iPhone apps. I want you to use this information and I want you to win. And if you'd like to see more videos on iPhone apps, then go and check out more of our quick business tips. You can submit your own questions. Hit the link below this video. I've got some great iPhone marketing tips. I'd love to see you there. Thanks and have a great day.